G'day all. So a bit of rainforest on a little bit of a trek here. And if you have a look down there, there's a river way down there. That's very steep down there, very steep. It's not quite a cliff, but it's not far off being a cliff. So it drops about, I don't know, 30, 40 meters, but it only goes about 3 meters that way in that drop. I don't know how to pronounce this place. This is up on the tablelands, Mount Hypipamee. Hypipamee. I have no idea. No idea. I couldn't find any pronunciation for it. There's no pronunciation on the signs. But I'm just enjoying God's creation. It's nice and cool. Got to be below 20 degrees Celsius. Even though I'm wearing this, let's see, thongs and shorts. Now, which way did my wife go? I wonder if she stayed on the bitumen or went down the dirt. Crater didn't fall, so we're headed for crater. Right, let's stay on the crater track. So Mount Hypipamee or Hypipamee or whatever it's called, crater. I don't know whether it's a volcanic crater. I assume that's usually what crater means, but it could be a meteor crater, but that seems unlikely. But I love God's creation. Even though it's fallen, even though there are leeches and mosquitoes and all sorts of other things, I expect to be showing you a lot more of this sort of stuff now that I'm on the tablelands, because I love this greenery, I love rainforests, and I love the cool. Right. And I hope you can enjoy them with me. And look at this. Have a look at this tree trunk. Moss and lichen. So lichen is a mixture of algae and I can't remember. Lichen isn't a plant. Lichen isn't an organism. It's two organisms. Algae and moss, I think, growing together. They support each other. So here I'll show you again. There's moss, which, there's my finger. That's moss. This one over here is lichen, which is a mixture of two different organisms. Algae and moss together, if I remember correctly. I'd have to look it up. I can't remember. A fungus. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. Mushroom, maybe. I'll have to go back to my high school and college biology classes. I'll look it up. Lichen. If you ever come here, this is one of the things that I would love to take you to see. Not just Mount Hypipamee or whatever this is called, but any rainforests. This is brilliant. All right. Few people along the trail here, and the river's now getting quieter. So the river's back that way a bit. It's not down here, but there's a, oh no, I can hear it down there. There's a river down there somewhere, but most of the noise is back that way. And it's a very long way down. Sorry? I don't know. No idea. Oh, here, have a look at this. Oh, look at this. There you go, there's the crater. That looks like a volcanic crater to me. That's not meteorite. Better not drop my phone. I will never get it back again. It'll be the last thing you see on that phone if I dropped it. Wow. Here we go. So this is a drawing of the crater. So down to the lake surface is 58 meters from where I'm standing on this platform, and then the crater water is 73 meters deep. So that's definitely not getting my phone back if I drop it, unless it sits on a ledge, and even then I don't even know how to get down there. But that water, the top of that water, so that green stuff there is moss and things. And the depth of that, I better hide these keys in my pocket too. Don't want to drop them. The depth of that is 73 meters. So there's a mossy layer on the top of it. Wow. Brilliant. Awesome. I love this stuff. I love God's creation. Where'd my wife go? Marg, do you go the dirt track? Aren't we going that way? This way? So you don't want to go that way? So we're going back to the car? That's the same thing as this. It's the same path. What's the point? If it's too slippery here, it's going to be too slippery the other way. It's the same path. It's going to be worse the other way. There's no steps. It's just a dirt ramp. So we won't be going that way. Anyway. Oh, and there's cassowaries here as well. Look up cassowaries. Cassowary. Why are they called cassowaries? Well, I don't know what the casso stands for, but wary. You've got to be wary, they can kill you. They can be very aggressive, very territorial, very unpredictable, very wild. Be wary. There's the river again. I can hear it. It's only just down there, but you can't climb through that very easily. It's quite steep. And like Margie said, very slippery. But that's not even a path. That's even worse than the slippery paths. Here's a fallen log. There we go. They've chopped part of it off. The tree came down.
Bigfoot could have done that.
And so they've cleared the path for us. This is, by the way, bitumen or tar pathway that they've laid for us to walk on, with looks like concrete edges to me on that side. On the other side it's just dirt. It's just the dirt coming down off the mountain, and they've just cut into it and then lay the bitumen. It's got nowhere to wash away to on that side. If that's not concrete, it might be plastic. They might be solid plastic barriers, just so it doesn't wash away all the time. A nice strong edge. Getting a bit puffed doing this. Good exercise. I need more of this sort of exercise. That's one of the good things about being back here. I enjoy doing this. And I'm not hot and sweaty. It's beautiful. So now we'll go this other path, which takes us below the path that we were just walking along. So we're going back the way that I just came from, but on a lower path to go to another walking trail. Better not go too far. So we're a little bit closer to the river here. It's just down there. And that's the noisy bit over there somewhere. I don't know if you can see that. Somewhere over there. There's a few vines and ferns and all sorts of plants here. Beautiful. Beautiful and green. Nice and cool. I can feel the water in the air as I'm breathing. It doesn't feel dry. Awesome. Oh, I feel alive. I feel like I'm back home where I was always meant to be till I get to heaven. And when I get to heaven, I want God to send me back here. This is heaven right here, right now. No, heaven will be better than this, but this is as close to heaven on earth as I can find, except for sweet fellowship. Sweet fellowship, hey? Yes. Well, it looks like Margie's coming, slowly, taking her time, because it is a little bit... Oh no, she's taking photos and stuff. Okay, well, I'll keep going. Thanks for joining me, even if you're watching this later. And if you get an opportunity to come visit, boy oh boy, will we have fun. I really want to share with you the joy of God's creation. We can go trekking around. There we go, we're getting closer and closer to this creek. It's just down there. See that? Down there and over there. The little river. I don't know if you can hear it on the sound. Sorry, I haven't got this set up with a microphone and everything, so I don't know how well you can hear. Let's have a look down there. Can you see that? There it is. Just there. There's rocks in the river. There's water running past it. Hopefully we'll get down closer to that. And you can see the river at some point in its journeys. As the deer pants for the water, so my soul longs after you. You alone are my heart's desire, and I long to worship you. Oh man, I could sit here all day. As a tree planted by the waters, I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. I shall not be moved. There it is. Right there. Right there. I could almost walk down to it. And then up this way. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Don't you want to come over and visit? Swim in these fresh... I'll keep walking and take you down there, but I'll wait for Margie to catch up. I'll give her a chance. I'm just going to stand here. Look at this. So there's the path there that I just came down. I'm standing off the path. And there's a little bit out here. And then there's the... just over the side there. Look. Heaven on earth. There you go, Doki. That's it. Absolutely heaven on earth. As close to heaven on earth as I can get. Let me just go back and make sure that Margie's okay. I'm so enjoying this. We were driving past and she said, "Oh, can we stop there?" And I went, "Oh." But we stopped and I went, keep going. I'm just making sure you're okay. There's just a little bit of a tricky bit here. But take it steady, you'll be fine. Go very slowly. If you need help, let me know. And this, I'm pretty sure that's called that lion, I think. And it catches, but it looks like that one's dead. I don't know, I've been to this. And just went a bit further and came back to make sure you were okay. Just Still a way to go yet. Yes, I think you can. It's not far. Come to these steps and tell me whether you can do it. Hey, Kevin. G'day, mate. Oh, 2:30. Wow. Well, we saw Mum and Dad. Now we've gone on a bit of an adventure. We went west a little bit. We went to a place called Evelyn. And now we're at Mount Hypipamee. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I'm calling it Mount Hypipamee until someone tells me otherwise. Mount Hypipamee crater, if you go back in the video, you can see the crater, which is full of water. Well, not full all the way to the top, but 53 meters of air down to the top of the water surface, and then 73 meters of water filling the crater, according to the sign at least. You're finished? Mark, look, see here, you tell me. That one, here, you can get down. You want to put your hand on my shoulder? Yeah, put your hand on my shoulder. Give me this hand. Hand on my shoulder, give me that hand. Give me the bottle. You right? You right on that one? Because you can come that way. Just go slowly. And that's uneven. That's uneven. Come here, come here, come here. Once you get here, it's easy, this one. Just go slow, 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 slow. Nice and slow. And then these steps are easy. You got the trail. So there's a swimming hole right there. I don't know if you're allowed to swim in it, but that is a swimming hole. And there's a beautiful waterfall coming down to that swimming hole. And then there's more waterfall that way. I don't know. I can't see the camera. I'm going to have to get myself a camera with a better screen. So I'm standing behind the camera. And at each direction I point it, I can see what I'm pointing at. Look at this. There's a tree. Fell over and they chopped it down, but it's regrowing. Look. Does that remind you of anything, people? The devil may knock you over, but God will keep you alive. And he will help you regrow from the shattered pieces of your life if you give your life to him. That which is born of God cannot die. Right, so there's a little bit of a track here. We could go down to there. I don't know what my wife's doing, whether she's still coming. Looks to me like it gets easier from here. You finished or what? I don't know. I haven't been. Oh. I'm going to scout ahead and report back to HQ. Her queenliness, I guess HQ stands for. I amuse myself. Someone has to. There are very few people I find as funny as me. Not that I'm funnier than anyone, just I think that I'm funnier than anyone. People can disagree with me, or there's people down there. So we'll steer clear of that and stay on this track. I don't know, it keeps going and going and going. I have no idea how much further it goes. So there's another track down there. You can go swimming down there. So it might be about an hour before I get home, Kevin. So up to you. you want to go to bed, and we can catch up when you wake up. Or if you're going to stay up for a while, I'll catch up with you when I get home in an hour or two. I don't know. Might be less, but I reckon an hour or two. It keeps going and going and going and going. I don't know how far it goes. Oh, it goes back to that other track. Oh, okay. So if I'd have gone the other way, I would have caught you coming this way. Right. Now I'm puffed. I need to stop. Yeah, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be together. Just in case you ran into trouble. Huh? Uh-huh. I didn't film it, no. I didn't know if you wanted to be on camera. I need to stop and breathe, but there's nowhere to stop besides standing still. I need to get fit. Oh. Oh, this is killing me now. Going too fast. And I'm going uphill, which is hard. Oh. Oh. Oh, here we go. This is where the trail diverged. I'm almost back to the car. Oh. 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 Whew. But oh. This is why I'd rather be somewhere cool. It's easy to get warm. It's a lot harder to get cool. Now I'm sweating. Oh. G'day. Right, let's do a little bit of circle again. So that's quite a drop off down that way. And there's the path that we got to go back. What happened there? Something weird just happened. So that's the path up to the crater. That's the path down that I just came from. And there's Margie. So she's still getting there. Oh, boy, oh boy. Oh, I am not fit. Oh my God. Oh. And the other thing I love about rainforests, everything is sopping wet. Everything is damp all the time, which helps keep it cool, of course. It has its disadvantages, but this is what I was going to film earlier. So it's a World Heritage Site, and so can't line that up very well. So here's, what does it say? World Heritage Rainforest at World Heritage Reef. Oh, to World Heritage Reef, yes. The journey. Oh, this is the Barron River. The journey of the Barron River. From small beginnings on the tablelands, Atherton tablelands. And you can read that. I'm not going to read it all for you. You can torturously try and read that. Let me try the other way around. So, so Mount Hypipamee, this is the headwaters of the Barron River, and then it heads down to Lake Tinaroo, which, if you can see from this map here, there's, where's my finger? There's Lake Hypipamee, there's Lake Tinaroo, there's Atherton. Malanda is this direction a bit, somewhere there, where we're hoping to live, and Atherton, and then this is the high, oh, there's Mareeba. So Malanda's probably down that way a bit more. I don't know if I'm pointing to that at all. You can look it up yourself. Mareeba, where I was born. And then, so this is the Barron River. This is not the road. There's a road there. There's Chilligo that way. I don't know if you can see any of this. And I don't know where that goes. But the Barron River continues this way, and then it heads across to Kuranda, which is another place I was thinking of living. And then it drops down through the Barron Gorge down to north of Cairns. It goes out to the ocean. Here's the ocean here, and rainforest, beach. So rainforest right up to the water's edge for a lot of this here. And what was I going to point to next? Kuranda. Right, so let's show you these. That's, yeah, you're feeling sick yet? That's, oh good gracious, I'm terrible at this. This is why, yeah, let me do it differently. I'll change the camera around so I can see the screen. Camera, guests, more, post comment. Where's the camera? Settings. Camera. I'll switch to the other camera. Camera 2 facing back. There we go. That's better. All right, excuse me. So there's Lake Tinaroo, and there's a little bit of a writing about it, and there's, I don't know, somebody talking about something or other. And then there's that map there. So with the river starting here, and it goes to Lake Tinaroo, there's Atherton, there's Mareeba up there, goes through Lake Tinaroo, goes to whatever that is. What's 3? Oh, people doing revegetation and so forth. Hippy dippy stuff. No, it's good for the environment, whatever. And then the Barron River keeps going across there to Kuranda, goes down Barron Gorge, which I'll show you shortly, and then drops out at the sea just north of Cairns. There's Cairns on the coast, there's the coast, and it goes around. If you imagine that thing's not there, this is the coast going down, etc. And then there's Barron Falls and Barron Gorge, south of the falls towards Cairns, and then it comes out of the sea there. So there you go, Barron River. And let's switch the camera back around again. Camera 1 facing front. close that. So there you go. No, I'm not. That's where we are. I've switched the camera. And this here, I have no idea what that is, but it's something to do with the rainforest. Things growing on the trees. I think there's stuff, because the bark's so wet, things can grow on the bark. And there's fruit bats. Fruit bats like to eat the flowers. Pollen, nectar. And then he turns up 5 minutes later. So there's a lot of beautiful rainforest here, and this is just one of many that I could show you if you came and visited, and hopefully will show you. So a little bit of a creek crossing here. We're on a bridge. The creek crossing goes down there. Oh, the creek goes down there. Looks like they made the bridge out of rubber. Rubber and wood. Treated wood sides and rubber paneling on the bottom. I still reckon that's rubber, not concrete or fiberglass. And here we are.
No, that's concrete.
It is concrete? Wow. It's a weird looking concrete. And here's the sign for the entrance. But you'll have to come visit when you're ready. We're going back to the car. I'm done. I'll catch up with you next time.